Hey guys, welcome back to another Campania update video. Today we're going to go over the progress I've done since the last one, which is not much, but we are going to be having a little bit of a let's build aspect of this video, where we're going to build the assembly hall, as it's called, or the lounge. So we'll go over the new stuff first here. So I've finished the forecastle deck. It's pretty much straightforward. We have the two hatches, two cargo derricks, as well as the anchor crane. There were also two anchors like hoisted up on the deck here on each side, instead of allowing them to just hang from the hole here instead. I have experimented with some hull detailing with this gilded-ish, these two lines that go across the ship. I'm still not sure if I want to keep them, but it's something we'll have to determine over time. I added the nameplates here as well. I started work on some of the rigging here. I do like the buttons, but I don't like the dark oak fence, so I'm thinking that I'll replace those with probably the black stained glass panes instead. That's a work in progress, so we'll check out that later. Another new thing with the ship is that I have gotten far better plans, so I have opted to do Campania's maiden voyage appearance instead, which essentially means that she now has two well decks, one in here in the bow and one in the stern over there. And yeah, it's essentially just there was a covered section here later added. And this was essentially enclosed completely, removed. And the cargo hatch was up here instead, on this deck. This was the case with her sister ship, Lusania, from the beginning. Campania would receive that after some time, I think a few years after her maiden voyage. I've also done some detailing here on deck. With the new plans, I've managed to determine exactly where the funnels are supposed to be, which was a very nice thing to have, because yeah, I wasn't happy with the placement of them so far. I've added some of the ventilators as well here, and also the raised deck, which would have been here over the assembly hall, which we'll build in a moment. I also added the skylights here, a lot of them. This would be for the engine room. Yeah, overall some more detailing here in the stern. Also added the aft well deck, which was kinda still there. Later, when they enclosed it, they enclosed the sides, and they essentially added decking here and here. So there was still like kind of like a well going down into these two hatches here. These are two like connected together, so there would have been a watertight compartment separating these two hatches. Also added a cargo derrick here. As the general mooring equipment detailing as well is finished all over the ship. Also added the flag. And yeah, that's pretty much the progress so far. So let us get into the assembly hall building process. Alright, so that is the assembly hall completed. Took me about 2 hours to do, maybe not that, like 1.5. Pretty cool room to build, and I might still do some tweaking here and there, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, this would have been basically the lounge of the ship, where people hang out and relax a bit. You got a fireplace here in the forward end. Coming through here, and you have 3 skylights, very nice, and even these windows from the boat deck This is what you would find on Titanic years later. There is a piano here, as well as an organ. This is really a music room. Here is a skylight, not only for this room, but also for the dining room, which I haven't built yet, but basically this is a very common feature on ships of the time and of the time after this. It's a big skylight that lets light into the lounge, and then there's a well that goes down into the dining saloon, which is either on this deck, or in this case on the deck here. I believe this is C or D deck. But yeah, there's a big well. This fell out of fashion. Well, even by the time of Lusitania and Mauretania, Titanic didn't have one. The big four did at first, and then they removed them later. My goal is to build everything in the ship. We'll see how far I get, but it shouldn't be too hard. I have plans for pretty much everything, except for the tank top, but I think I can reasonably guess that mostly, so we can hope. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.